Let's talk warm-up strategy. So warm-up strategy, I like to have a real simple kind of method of doing this. So when we're warming up for any general session, I like you to have the ability to customize, but here's kind of the principles you need. So you need 1 to 3 minutes, up to 5 minutes if you're feeling a bit more sore that day, on something cardiovascular. That'd be a bike, be a rower, be a ski, just to get your heart rate moving, get your body nice and warm, make sure all those achy joints are working a little bit smoother than they usually do. Once you've done that, you're then going to move on to 1 or 2 movements. You can do more if you want to, if you've got more problem areas. Just generic movements that move the whole body. And here are a few examples. One of the most common ones I use is my yoga flex. Foot goes beside the hand here. Basically, take the hand off by this foot, reaching down with the elbow, turning towards the ceiling, back down. So you've got rotation through the chest, bit of groin work, and back there. Feet on the other side, elbow driving down to the ground, foot rotating to the ceiling, and there. Moving as much of the body as you possibly can. And then lastly, section 3 is basically you've got your problem areas. So for me, I have a tight groin. I have some previous groin injuries. I like to pay a little bit more attention to this just so I feel a little bit better when I'm going. Again, pick 1 or 2 exercises max. You don't want to overdo this sort of stuff and just do a couple of movements. So for me, I'm going to do a groin rocker. Foot goes out nice and wide, nice long leg. All I'm going to do is push my hips back. I'm going to hold this for 5 to 10 seconds. Come back. I'll do that anywhere between 5 and 10 reps. Now, let me show you how we warm up with our lifting, especially barbells. So next I'm going to show you how to warm up your lifts. And it's really simple. This can be done with barbells, this can be done with machines. I'm going to use a barbell example here. I'm going to work up to 80 kilo for 8 reps for this example, okay? And then you can take the numbers and change them as you need to. So I always recommend, no matter what movement you do, you always do either barbell if it's a barbell related movement or a lighter movement for the exact number of reps you're going to lift that day. So I'm doing 8 for my target set. So I'm going to do 8 reps with my barbell only, nice and simple. Down, smooth. Keep the tempo nice and controlled. That's the main focus of that first set. So on warm-up set 2, again, I tend to not have really any rest between these because they're not actually full working sets. Warm-up set number 2, I like to do 50% of the weight I'm working with for half the number of reps. So this is 40 kilo for only 4 reps. Again, pick the bar up, a little bit more intent this time. Again, set myself as I would normally. Same tempo as I'm going to do in the lifting. Back up for my 4 target reps. And usually by this stage you're either ready to go or you need 1 more warm-up set. If you're like me, you need 1 more warm-up set. I would typically take 75% and then do 1 to 2 reps. Any extra warm-up sets after this, if you're particularly strong, I would then just do 1 or 2 reps at this weight. You're just trying to feel the weight as opposed to fatigue yourself. That's where most people go wrong. They do their full set of 8 warming up, but they actually burn themselves out. So 1 or 2 reps are about 75% of your working weight. Back up. Again, 4 more reps, really strict. If you're using straps, I'd advise using them now. If you're using belts, anything like that, I'd advise to use them now so they feel ready for your main sets. And that's it. 2 to 3 warm-up sets, no rest really between, just put the weights on, kind of straight into them. Again, starting out empty or very light for full reps, 8 reps, 50% for half the reps, then half the reps again for about 75%, and then do 1 or 2 reps basically for any heavier weights than that.